Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the Torkmotorsports tune. So whenever you do decide to get it, or if you do have it as of now, this is how it's going to be done. So he is going to send you an email. It's going to be this Word document here. When you open it up, there's going to be a list of things you got to do inside of here. This top portion, of course, this isn't what you have. You have the power box, or if you do have this, this isn't going to be what I'm going over. I'm going to be going over the power box. So if you do have the power box, you can keep following along. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to each one of these links here, and you're going to download everything there. So you can hold Control and left click, and then it should pop up the web browser. And there will be a download option here, and you're going to want to open that. Once it's done downloading, you're going to want to open it and install all that, and you're going to go through that whole thing of installing it. You're going to agree to all the terms of uses and all that jazz, and then you're going to go to the PCM Flash website and of course download theirs. You're going to want to translate that. You're going to get this first one, the PCM zip at pcmflash.ru, and you're going to download that, and of course open it when you're done and agree to all those terms. And then this last one, just for good measures, just go ahead and get that. Go in there and download drivers. Okay, and then after you have all those downloaded, then we're going to move on to the bottom. All right, so once you get to the bottom, we're going to stop here. We're going to go check out what's inside the box that you got. And I'm going to go over how to hook all that up. So let's go over and check that out real quick. All right, so this is going to be all the stuff you're going to get inside the box. Of course, you're going to get the power box. You're going to get all these wires, which look pretty intimidating, but it's not that bad. You get this dongle, the white cord, and this key. Do not lose this key. If you lose this, you will not be able to tune your car. This is the 12-volt power source. So if you look here, this is for this, obviously. You plug that in. Boom. DC is going to be the power source. This USB is the white one. Where's the end of that thing? See, it's like playing Lego. The white one, and then the last USB is going to go inside of this. You just pop that in there, and then on the front, you're going to put this little bundle of wires here. Obviously, screw it in, and then all of these switches here, make sure these are all in the center. You do not want those to be anywhere else until we get started. Then we can start messing with switches, and the only switch we're going to mess with is the power switch. Everything else is going to be in the center. And then from here, if you look at your wires, I have the ones you need zip tied. So you're gonna need a green, a white, a red, and two reds and a black. And for these red ones, you're gonna want the two big ones. And on one of them, you're gonna want to crimp down on the tip, because on the ECU, one of the pins is really skinny and it'll start flopping around. But you got your two reds, a black, a green, and a white, and those are the ones we're going to be using. In that little document, it says some other colors, but all you got to do is come on over here to the box, and you will see white is can high and green is can low, and those are the ones we need to be working with. So after that, after you've got everything connected and got all those wires zip tied where you need to be, you can go to your car with a laptop and get an extension cord. You can run a 12 volt source that way. Or what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the ECU out. I'm going to bring it in here, and I'll get this hooked up, show you guys how I hook it up. Alright, so once you get everything connected, all the wires connected, you can go ahead and start putting this together. Like you said at the start, those wires that you had zip tied off, the black one is going to go in number 1 on the bottom left. These two red ones, like I said, you need to crimp one down. They're the two fat ones, because there's this little pin right here above 7, and you're going to put one on that, and you're going to put one on 4. I got these backwards. This other one is my tighter one. It doesn't matter which one of these you use. I think this is actually the tighter one. And then for this white and this green one, if you look over at that PDF file, if you're like me and you don't like to read, that's where you're gonna fuck up. 85, if you look there, that yellow one, it says right below it, yellow is can high, white of power box, which I said earlier, on the power box you could see all the abbreviations, and white is can high. So for 85, you're gonna want to put that white one, which for me is right below this 12, and I believe it's 10 over from this very far right 94 pin. But I do recommend counting that, but I've already done this a couple times, so I know that this is where these pins go. For me, is right below the 12. So that's how you're gonna have it: the white on top, green on bottom, and 2 reds, and the black negative. And that one on there on the computer looks like it's either like purple or brown. It's the black one. Then after that, you have your power box. Like I said, all these are gonna want to be centered, and once you're gonna get started, you're gonna click down on the power for manual. You're gonna see that light up, and then you can head over to the computer, and you can open up the PCM flash thing here, and make sure everything is plugged in. And once you do that, this interface up here at the top, it's going to be blank. You're gonna click on that, and once you open it, it should pop up J2534 Tactrix open port 2.0. Of course, you're going to click on that, and you're going to have that open. And then after that, you're going to have the engine, which you go to Kia, and the top one, the Kefico, and then all the way to the bottom right, you're going to choose that 1.4, 1.6 liter. And then you can verify that box, that verify and fix CRC. And then this bench mode, you're going to want to enable that. That's a new thing they added this year. And then after that, you can start going through the process of hitting identification, and then analyzation to go into programming mode. And then if you're going to be taking your tune off, of course you're going to hit read, the one next to the right over here, and it'll pull your tune out, and you're going to send that over to John at Torkmotorsports, of course. I do recommend making a folder for torque tunes. You're going to have your stock tune in there. You always want to keep your stock tune. Alright, so continuing on from the folder thing, You do want to make that separate folder. You want to have your stock tune in there, and you want to have another folder for the actual tunes themselves. Now, as far as it goes for installing it, you're going to hit identification, analyzation. Of course, it's going to run that bar at the bottom. And then once you do that, you hit these three little dots here. It's going to open. You're going to go to your desktop. You're going to find Tork Tunes, the folder you made. Nothing's going to pop up here. You are going to have to click this tab, All Files, and you will see the tune he sent you, which would be revision 1. And then once you do that, once you click on it, it's going to pop up here. And then you can continue the install from there. You can go in, if you haven't put the tune there yet, go in, click on it, and then you're going to hit right. You're going to get this message. Hit yes. You're going to get this. It's for the 12-volt source. Okay. And then after that, it's going to start programming. And this is going to go all the way to the end. Could vary for each person. Alright, so as soon as it's done, it's going to say completed successfully. You're going to hit OK. OK again. After that, you can close this out. Now once you close out the PCM flash, you want to go ahead and turn off that power switch, put it right back in the center, take out all the leads, and then install it back in your car, or if it's still in your car, just hook it back up and then go test drive it. This is what we're going to want to take note of here. It says, as with any modification or tune, you want to give the car time to adjust. For the tune, adaptive times and drive time are highly recommended before doing any wide open pulls. The first pulls should happen above 4,000 RPMs. Idle quality and drivability will be poured first, but will eventually adapt to your environment and vehicle mods. And then, of course, thanks for choosing Torkmotorsports for all your tuning modifications. And there's no refunds. So definitely do pulls after 4,000 RPMs. And if you feel anything wrong, of course, don't keep driving the car like that. Go ahead and revert back to the original tune, to your stock tune. And then, of course, you're going to want to email John and let him know what's going on. That way he can send you over another revision. Other than that, you can just go out and enjoy the car.